We're inviting you to a weekend retreat called the Become Retreat, April 28th through May 1st up in Ellijay, Georgia. I'm Buzz Mayo, and Jim and I are going to talk a little bit about retreats and why this one is something we hope you'll want to come to. Four Streams Partners has been doing retreats since 2004. We've done, Jim, I think it's 85, something north of 85 retreats since 2004. And they've all been around the theme of Wild at Heart and the book Waking the Dead. We are an ally of the Wild at Heart ministry. And it's not that that's any less important or any less true, and we'll be using the best of some of the things we've done, but we're going to be talking about deeper transformation. And so we're excited about shifting the retreat and inviting more men to come than we normally have had.
Yeah, you say 85 retreats that you've been on since you founded this ministry. I've been part of this for 6 years, a little over 6 years, and I can't believe I've been on 14 or 15 retreats. And I never used to go on retreats. My past life, my pre-A or pre-Atlanta life before I moved down here. And and I always tell you this, Buzz, what I say after every retreat, I think from the very first one in May of 2016, I think it was, I say, that was the best retreat I've been on.
Best ever.
Best ever. And so for the 14 retreats I've been on, every single one, I keep saying, it's the best one. They get better and better. So I will just say to you, whatever you have in mind, I have a pretty good idea what you have in mind, but whatever it is, I know it's going to be good. And I know it's going to be restorative, and I know it's going to be refreshing, and I know it's going to be, it's going to be wonderful. So I'm looking forward to it.
We live in a time where it's really hard to be a man. And our mission statement is to awaken men to more life through a transformational relationship with Jesus. And we had a bigger, more flowery mission statement, and it just felt clunky, and we cut it down. I think God cut it down. And I can't go through a day without thinking, what is going to help men transform from the inside out? And much of what I've gotten in my religious training is change your behavior. And it took a long time to discover that doesn't work. Mm-hmm. But when I get connected with Jesus at a deeper level than I thought, things begin to happen on the inner landscape of my life. And I'm watching it happen in your life and the lives of so many men. So we want to make that available. A weekend retreat is a catalytic chance to do some leapfrog transformation. And then we all begin the slow and steady process of day by day connecting with God and one another.
Yeah, I think the thing that keeps me coming back to the retreats, Buzz, I mentioned this earlier, is the fact, we've talked a lot lately about right brain, left brain, and the right brain being more concerned with, I would say, the heart and emotion and my personal identity, my group identity. And what I feel in the Four Streams environment, whether it's on a Saturday morning here or on these retreats, and even it's just amplified on the retreats, more of it, is I feel very safe and vulnerable and willing to tell my story, as we do on lots of the retreats. And every time we finish one of those retreats, I feel like I'm ready to go out and basically conquer the world. God in me or the Holy Spirit in me. And it's just, as I said before, it's just a wonderful experience. And I would hope, I wish that experience for every man. I mean, I know what it does for me. And I know, I get it. A lot of guys are like, why would I want to go spend 3 or 4 days with a bunch of guys? Maybe most of them I don't know. That's a long time to be away from home. I mean, why would you can't explain it unless you've been there. And it was the first retreat that I went to that hooked me on Four Streams Partners. I'd been 3 months earlier to one of your Saturday mornings. I didn't come back for 3 months. And then when I went to the retreat, I don't think I missed a Saturday for 3 years. So.
Yeah, I think what I experienced on a retreat that we do and on Saturday mornings is the beauty of this community of men. And I may have a little bit of a plan on Saturday, but typically it morphs and shifts because the men who come in are available to listen to God, and we get to meet with God in the moment. And so it's never static. It's never the same message. It's always the same thrust. We're having men look to the face of Jesus, however you do that, and he gets really, really involved, and he likes it a lot.
Yeah. No, I've told you this many times. I come on some days I don't want to get out of bed on a Saturday morning, but I get here.
Me either.
Right? It's hard. Give up my Saturday morning and drive 30 minutes up here. But I get here at 7 o'clock in the morning, and then the next time I look at the clock, it's 9:35. And it's kind of like watching your favorite movie, and then you want to bring people to see. You can see your favorite movie 20 times, but when you bring someone to see it that has not seen it, it's almost like you enjoy it more than the first time because you see what it's doing to the other guy. And again, take that experience multiplied, which is what happens on the retreat, on these retreats. And so again, I encourage anybody to do this, to come, commit the time, and bring somebody that you'd want to bring to your favorite movie. And this is much bigger than that, right?
That's so good. And so we want to invite you to come. There are barriers. Sometimes it's a financial barrier. Sometimes it's a family barrier. Sometimes it's a work barrier because we meet on Thursday night through Sunday. I want to say to you, if you come and you don't like it, we'll give your money back because it'll be one of the best weekends of your life.